The Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show. And you say Shot City. The Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show. And you say Shot City. The Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show. And you say Shot City. The Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show. And you say Shot City. The Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show. And you say Shot City. The Tailgate Show, the Tailgate Show.
Oh, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of The Tailgate Show. It's Double A, it's Air Jer, it's B Diddy, Brian Quinn. Oh, and there he is, coming on with a flourish.
I was going to boycott because there's no
we need to work a little bit though, man. Like Jer,
Trubiscuits.
Jer's been taking down the production end of this, right? And all of a sudden we'll be in like a little bit of a conversation, not bear related, just going for a minute. Because he gets all frustrated. He's like, all right, we're going. We're like, whoa.
It's set to start at a certain time.
It. Don't fuck with Jer and his fucking
serious
production studio, goddammit.
Hey, how about production of our new intro?
You know how many generators are running? How many like corn-powered generators are running outside?
I'm saying we
the fucking hamster's tired. That's all I'm saying.
Coach Kramer, we need an acronym shirt for our pod now because you're coaching it up. So
shit.
What does it stand for?
Somebody's high in this.
So scene. High, I tried science.
Wow.
Anywho,
so
the off season rages on. Excitement at every turn. We waited a day to do this podcast so that we could just embrace embrace the just smorgasbord of information and content that these pressers.
We had nothing really yesterday besides last week's pressers.
No, it's fine. I mean, I'm glad we did. I mean, it's like, it's like we didn't have anything, and now we have like a Salisbury steak, like a hungry man dinner.
Vegetarian Salisbury steak, though.
Yeah, like with that sad little corner of burnt potatoes. Shout out to people. Shout out. You ever eat like one of those Hungry Man dinners? Those horrible, horrible Hungry Man dinners, or like a Swanson's.
No, the fried chicken one's actually pretty good.
You remember back in the day, like I'm talking like when you're a kid, though, like the Hungry Man microwave dinner was like a feast compared to the like microwave dinners you usually had as a kid.
Oh, bro, I didn't even eat them in the microwave. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about Hungry Man from the oven. We didn't have no microwave. Oh. We had the oven, Joe. That's all I'm saying. You put that bitch in there, and it would still never heat evenly. Like the corn would be like this molten butter goop. The potatoes would be all fucked up and burnt, and then the meat would still be like cold.
No, it's just weird. Like as kids, I can't speak for you guys, but I thought microwave meals were the shit. But they're really nasty as hell.
I didn't think they were the shit. We had a lot of oven meals though. My mom used to buy like weird ass lean cuisine pasta dinners and throw them.
We'd only eat them on occasion, but like they were there. Like
Sweetest Meatball by Marie Callender's was the shit though.
Yeah, or like one of those giant funky ass lasagnas that takes like a year to cook.
Stouffer's.
Yeah, Stouffer's lasagna that's like molten.
That shit's like $16 now.
Oh, I know.
Speaking of meatballs, though, he brought up meatballs. Jared, do you want to talk about meatballs or no? That's a joke. I won't go there. But meatballs. Yeah. Wasn't Tyreek Hill? Wasn't Tyreek Hill talking about Tua's meatballs today? Did you hear about that?
No. I did not hear about that.
He says he throws beautiful balls.
Nice.
That was a quoted statement.
Tunga Vailoa.
Bro.
What did somebody put? Like somebody, I think it was like one of those NFL memes or whatever that put up a thing that was like, Odell Beckham has more 40-yard touchdowns in the last 2 seasons than Tua does. Like,
wow. I mean, it's not like we have the right to come from a place to just like shitting on other teams' quarterbacks.
Yeah, but so what? We're gonna do it anyway. We have no right, but whatever. The Bears don't have a right to our undying fandom, and yet we ladle it on them as if they fucking deserve it. So we can talk shit. If Lions fans can do what they do, we can act a fool, talk shit about.
Well, they actually brought that up last time. They had this like thing up on Twitter about the last time each NFL teams won a playoff game. Bro, 2010 for the Bears.
That was good times.
Think about how long ago that was. Like Biscuits, how old were you 12 years ago?
6.
I was 21.
21 years old is the last time this team won a playoff game. Why did you like them back then, bro?
Yeah, just to get at your brother, the Packers fan. You chose this arch rival. What
violence?
All right, I'll make you guys feel better at the same time, though. The last time Detroit did it was 91, I think it said.
That's crazy.
Ouch.
Yeah, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have more recently won the division.
You had to bring it back full suckle, didn't you? You just had to take a suckle of the old Brady teeth.
Oh, I wasn't even going there.
Brought it full suckle.
He's talking about the Tony
Lions.
Yeah.
That the Bucs won the division.
I thought you took the
about the Mike Allstott Buccaneers.
Oh, okay.
Talking about your
sure he was.
Yeah. The Pirates of the Pewter Pants.
Yeah.
So did you guys take anything out of the pressers today? We'll start off with the pressers. I was going to talk about 1920 football drive, but they didn't drop it like they said they were going to. So they must be going through some. Let's talk. You know what? Real quick, we'll go over that. That's what it's going to be. So I don't even know why I put it on the list. It's just going to be. It's just gonna be all the shit you've seen. It's gonna be Tillman talking for 3 minutes. It's gonna be
Luce's interview from the combine. The way they do that, they basically like piece together content they've already dropped. Like, come on.
Yeah,
it's lazy.
But they'll show them walking into the combine together.
Oh yeah.
To spice it up, some bonus footage.
Well, I mean, whatever. The little teaser they showed was like, talking about scouting and stuff. But then it was like, you're really going to rehash Ryan Poles all awkwardly going,
you like Chicago?
You want to like the least smooth fucking phone call ever.
And then the player's like, oh yeah, I'm excited. I'm on my way there, buddy.
Yeah.
Like not even real. Let's get hype.
You got a steal of the draft. I am the steal of the draft.
I like these guys. Like I liked how Justin was just like stoic. Just like okay.
I like Jack Sanborn's reaction.
Like, oh, don't you bring up the GOAT?
Oh my God!
We're gonna get sidetracked talking about the GOAT, Sanborn's. Do you see that picture of Sanborn's taking a knee next to one Roquan Smith? That's right. Coming for the crown, boys.
Did you see Charles Snowden posing like he was Johnny Gill in his prime?
Hey, wait. So that was a recent picture? I thought that was like some college shit.
It was college.
Okay. I was like, that did not just happen.
No.
I mean, does anyone have confirmation that Snowden is still a bear?
According to Wikipedia today, earlier
right, but like the other reports, right? It's like OurLads.com has him listed as like 12th.
Well, I mean, honestly, we haven't heard anything about except.
I love Our Lads.
There hasn't been much talk about anybody on defense besides the rookies,
right? Because they're all there.
Talk of Jalen today, wasn't there?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was pretty interesting. I think that I like the whole Jalen Jason Leisure exchange. That was pretty
from last week. Yeah, that was awkward.
It was awkward, but it was also like okay. Like I like that it was Leisure that he went at because Leisure don't give a fuck, and Leisure would be like, Leisure just came right back at him. But then and I feel like Jalen kind of backed down and was kind of like, oh well, I actually just wanted to know, But it's like, nah, motherfucker, you were trying to catch him. And I want to know who chimed in, because someone chimed in. He's like, well, what, why are we so bad? What were our, and someone chimes in 31st.
Okay. All right.
It's like, what the fuck?
All right. So I'm going to kind of segue into that discussion for a minute, guys, because that's kind of what I was trying to talk to you guys about in the chat yesterday.
I
was
talking
Biscuits.
about Quantity B.
No, but you were just talking about 31st, right?
Quantity B.
Right. You mentioned 31st ranking wise. I'll just go through this. It's not sorry for cutting you off, but
no, that's all right.
Flus's defense, right? We were talking about Biscuits. You said it was top 10 or whatever at one point.
What?
In DVOA?
In Indy, wasn't it like top 10 in the
three out of
league?
4 years he had a top 10 points allowed defense. Yes.
All right. So Lombardi was on his GM Shuffle pod, and he was talking about Indy, and basically they hired John Fox to kind of fix things there on defense. But here's he brought up some things. He's like, yes, Eberflus like won everybody over with the takeover side of his defense, right? But I didn't realize that these things. So what do you think on third down?
How'd they do on third down?
Yeah, the Colts defense when Eberflus last.
Well, how he's framing it means they're going to be
based on what metric? What metric are you using?
19th overall in the league on third down, right?
On getting off the field,
right?
Okay.
25th in red zone defense.
Mm.
And in a passing league today, gentlemen, 31st in giving up touchdown passes.
Yeah, but what about that turnover bucket, son? What about that?
Exactly, bro. I was just like, why isn't the media getting on this though and saying
that's pre-ball hawk t-shirts?
I would like to see the media at least ask, what are you doing to improve these aspects of your defense? They're acting like this guy is Lovie Smith already walking in the door.
Because they want, as much as the Chicago media tries to play like hard ass, they need the team to be good.
Oh, sure.
Especially nowadays, because people's attention span, even for the NFL, is limited.
Yeah, I
like,
think
they're still going to watch on. They're still going to watch on Sundays, and they're still going to pay attention to red zone and fantasy and all that stuff. But it's the stuff on the outside. It's shit like our podcast, all the radio stations. You know, the Bears being good is good for business, so they're not gonna start poking holes in this guy over stuff like that. But you're 100% right; they probably should, but I know they've got it all in the
mean
fucking
about
hopper.
it. Just ask how are you going
to prove it. If this defense isn't fucking turned around in year 2, I'm sure they're gonna get all that shit unloaded. What do you think, Biscuits?
I think you guys are putting, there's no emphasis on the roster in Indy. In 2017, before Eberflus took over that defense, they were ranked 30th. The following year, they were ranked 10th. And it was 9 out of 11 of the returning starters came back. I mean, that's a pretty drastic turnaround. And it's not like besides Darius Leonard and Buckner that defense was exactly stacked in Indy. So why does he get no credit for that? I mean, is he supposed to have them in top 5 third down percentage, top 5 red zone defense, top 5 everything? Come on. I think that's a little unfair criticism.
Are you going to think it's unfair criticism if it's happening in Chicago? I mean, remember Mel Tucker?
In
like how annoyed we couldn't get off the field.
I think it's going to be fine.
3rd and 23.
If we end up 19 in third down conversions and 25th in red zone defense, I'm going to say there's work to be done.
And the crazy part is Mel Tucker turned out to be a hell of a football coach, right?
And for college. For college.
But again, just to bail out Mel Tucker, look at that defensive roster.
It was old.
It was horrible. Absolutely fucking horrible, man.
Take a look around.
I'm not comparing that defense to this defense. I'm just saying we've had guys that come in with defensive background.
Because they hit the reset button. They got rid of Mac. They hit the reset button. So now they get some time, But back to Jalen Johnson, he's going into his 3rd year. And I think, you guys were giving me shit about this, but I said Jalen Johnson taking the next step is important. And, are like, why?
That was me.
Right. And I'm like, well, I mean, if you're trying to believe that this team is headed somewhere, you ideally want 2 really good corners. I mean, that would be great, right? Like if this all goes to plan, we have 2 top corners
and if
2
you get
top
anything
safeties.
out of Thomas Graham, throw that in the mix. You know?
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, apparently Kindle Vildor was the starter today across from Gordon.
Don't act who knows. Thomas Graham's your dude. Like, let's not get it twisted. You love you some Thomas Graham.
Yeah, just for Twitter, bro. I don't give a fuck about Thomas Graham. That was all performance art for Twitter, my friend. I don't know shit about
Thomas Graham is dead to him.
I don't know shit about Thomas Graham. I don't know him from fucking.
You had his didn't you have his dad responding to you or whatever too?
Yeah, that was just all Twitter, bro.
Dude, you went to his birthday party.
Oh, well, that.
Didn't you invite him to your wedding, bro?
Yes, I invited him to my wedding. He was 3 at the time, but I invited him to my wedding.
You said he was gonna show up and didn't,
or 4.
I liked your NBA walk-in for the groomsmen. It was pretty cool.
I'm just saying, I don't, I was as into Graham as anybody, but also
the WNBA walk-in.
It's like we talked about this last year. Remember being all fucking jacked up about UDFAs and it's just so ridiculous.
Jack Sanborn's a different animal, though.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
See, the thing is that Jack Sanborn.
He looks like the dude from The Walking Dead that played Punisher too, but like a chubbier in the face version.
Some horrible photoshops of Jack Sanborn that I am asking.
That's off his fucking Instagram.
Wait,
bro.
why was that photo so bad? When you sent it, I was like, I don't understand what the problem was here. He looked fine. Did I miss something in that photo?
Yeah, Walt Disney tank top and jorts on, bro.
It wasn't a tank top. It was a t-shirt.
No, it was a tank top.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
I seem to remember another player.
With shorts on, though.
Okay,
it was a tank top.
I think there's a player that all 4 of us have worshipped over the past 2 years who rocks jorts on a daily basis. Fucking Jordan Minshew.
54.
Worship him, Biscuits? Oh. No, it's funny to talk about. He's a character.
Should be QB1.
Anyways, Jack Sanborn is just he's starting out the way he's starting out, only to build a legacy. When the legend is written of Jack Sanborn, which it has already partially been, you will remember these days.
Oh, training camp. If it was in Bourbonnais, it would be a wrap.
The outhouse to the penthouse. It
would be so bad.
Sandboards.
Oh my god, everybody would be creaming their jeans. There'd be so many dudes from the region down there, just like.
Oh yeah, plus he looks like a boxer, right?
He's got this nose like fucking Ray LaMotta.
Plus, I mean,
dude, be all sweaty, look like you just stepped out of the ring after 9 rounds of Fury.
Yeah.
Perhaps some opportunity for additional playing time here in the past 24 hours for
Jack Sanborn. We're not going to talk about that shit. Jack Sanborn.
Not until there's more.
I'm not saying we got to break it down like a defense attorney, but I think we at least.
You really giving any credence to some TikTok shit?
Are you really denying it? Or we don't victim shame on this.
Look at some of the screenshots. He looks.
I'm not victim shaming. I'm telling you,
I'm trying to say I don't want to even get into anything that could look. I don't know who the victim is right now.
About it yet.
We don't know.
Even TMZ is not picking that up yet. You want to talk about it? Come on.
Yeah, the TMZ.
We got to be the leader, the forefront of this conversation.
No, we don't.
We're America. Okay.
No, because
I can America.
And
we ain't talking about it. Anyway. Fucking.
I mean, honestly, I hope for both sides. I will say this: I hope for both sides this is just some craziness that is illegitimate. Because I hope there isn't a victim in this case. If Roquan being gone after illegitimately is considered a victim, I'm just saying on the other side, I hope this did not happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's fucking horrible.
But maybe Daddy Poles is just driving Roquan's price down a little bit of the old ultra violence. A little bit of the old dirty pool.
All right. So I get muted and shamed for bringing it up.
Yeah, bro. You just went dark, bro.
Fuck.
And there it goes. He gets the mute.
Ooh, he got the mute, but he's not tooting.
The host. That's funny. Anyway.
You have polls like setting this whole mastermind thing up like Dr. Evil.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna act like I don't know, you know, you're gonna act like the McCaskies who like straight up killed a guy are not gonna fucking like they killed Muggs Halas. They're not above some weird shit. Just saying.
No, Roquan was sitting.
Phillips
You
will do
saw
anything.
pictures of him at practice too. Like if this was something.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's anything. Like I'm telling you, like not even the most fringe. Like even Eric Lambert ain't talking about this shit. It's so nothing.
Man. Aaron Hernandez was chewing Bubblicious after he did what he did. I don't know.
What?
Don't know. I'm not willing to say.
Aaron Hernandez.
Hey!
We got like a half baked TikTok.
again.
We got like a half baked TikTok accusation, and you somehow took the bus to Aaron Hernandez town. You're
Wow,
nuts,
bro.
Do we let him off the mute? Yes or no?
Oh my god, he doesn't care.
All right, you're off the mute. Jeez.
This
Usually
went really
it's me.
sideways.
Sorry, I guess I crossed the
So-
line of George,
Back
McCaskey conspiracy over to
How did
Aaron
we
Hernandez.
get here? We were just talking about the pressers. Good Lord. My bad. I mean, I started the snowballing. Like, I started the first thing I said was totally off the beaten path, and then it just spiraled out of control.
But
All
yeah,
I'm saying,
nobody
is
knows
that-
shit.
Jalen Johnson. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
what
thought
do y'all
Jalen.
think about that? Is that a message sent to Jalen or?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a message. It's also in support of of what they believe, which is hustling, intensity, turnovers, whatever the fuck that shit stands for, like all that stuff. So it would be disingenuous, I think, if he just, people show up who didn't come to OTAs.
He's still
and then
recovering from an
and then he
injury,
just
right?
pushes them into the front of the line. Like, and I don't think I thought Jalen had a good answer about that, because they're like, what do you think about those guys getting first team reps? And he's like, we have to see what we drafted. He's like, they spent the first 2 draft picks on DBs, and he's like, that makes perfect sense.
Isn't he recovering from an injury, though?
Probably. He's always fucking recovering from an injury so far. I mean, that's the big
shoulders
knock
and-
on him, is can he stay
Right.
healthy?
So what I'm saying is, like, if he's recovering from an injury, Flus already said they're going to be practicing fast. If he's
And I
not
like
ready to
What,
practice,
he's running them with the second
he's
team
not-
though?
He's not up to their speed, and
Right.
there's nothing wrong with not just pushing him to the front of the line, because I think you send a bad message to the younger players. It's like, okay, well, these guys didn't show up because, yes, it's optional, but really we know what it means. And he's only a 3rd-year player who, Flus went out of his way to like say,
you can't expect him to stick with Equinemius St. Brown right now if he ain't 100%.
But also,
you know what I'm
Jalen said,
saying?
Wow.
Jalen said that he fucking he views this as a reset. He hasn't proven anything to any of these coaches, so I think Jalen has his head on straight. I think he's going to be fine. I still think it was a little weird that he wasn't at OTAs, but whatever. He's doing his thing, and I think he has his head on straight. And I think he honestly was excited that those guys got drafted. I think he's excited to. I mean. You would have to be excited to get some quality players. He's been playing with Eddie Jackson and trash for these.
Right.
Like, he has been carrying the secondary. And the other thing I thought was interesting that they talked to him about was they asked him, do you think that you had to play safe basically as a corner, as a CB1? And do you wish that you would have been able to take more risk? And he was basically like, yes. He's like, I had to cover the number 1 receivers. You can't take that many risks
Right.
when you're doing that. And he's like, I'm not sitting here saying that I wish I could have taken more risks necessarily here or there, but he was like, that's the job.
But would he risk it for the biscuit?
Well, he risk it for Trubisky.
Oh,
Pause.
Big pause.
I'm just saying, like, so I don't know. I enjoyed that interview. I thought it was good back and forth, and I thought pause. And like it was
We haven't even touched on this week's interviews yet.
great. We didn't talk about it last week.
No,
No, they all fell after.
no, that's cool though. Like
It was in
that to you,
between.
that was one of the most interesting ones for you though. Is what you're saying basically.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
ones today were kind of fluff. I thought Tevin was interesting.
Yeah, he lost 20 or 30 pounds, I guess.
Go ahead, Jared. Talk about it. If that's your guy.
He lost
Trench.
20 or 30 pounds playing
Mhm.
right tackle. He says he feels a little more comfortable. You know, all the muscle memory's there, huh? Who would have thought that, right?
Mhm.
You just can't draft a right tackle and throw him on the left side and say, "Here you go."
We were
Yeah.
trying to say that last year.
Yeah, we tried to say that, but man, people don't listen. That's okay. I don't listen to me either.
Dude, you had Juan Castillo. I mean, come on.
Well, yeah. And they're all excited. I mean, I think everybody's excited that they have a new outlook, you know, new coaches.
You're
Whole
such a
damn thing.
ball buster, AA. That 1 year where you're like, "Was Pagano going to be on the sidelines or in the booth?" Like you gave two shits.
He was on the grass.
Sorry, Jared. Go ahead, man. I just remembered
Oh,
that.
I'm-
shit. I'm like, oh my
I don't
God.
have anything else to say about it. I mean,
I mean,
he's working out, less beers,
he
more
looks
Pilates.
good. He looks good. I think his head's on straight. I liked how he talked about, you know, feeling that he really had to prove himself when he finally got into the
God.
games on the season, and how he, you know, how he put pressure on himself. And what? You fucking call him BS on me, bro?
Does he want to win, bro?
Wow, what a dick. This fucking guy.
No, it's football talk. It's just funny sometimes. It just hits you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's obviously it's like all low key bullshit, but like I just think.
So yes, now you understand by listening to these people talk. Like listen to some of these dudes talk, you understand why hits works, right?
Yeah, because these guys, they all want to believe that. They all want to be led.
No,
they
I'm just
all
saying,
want
like-
to, like, you know, I mean, yes, these people that make it to the NFL are steeped in the mythology of football. And so you think that they want to be cynical bastards? No, they don't. They're there because they crave coaching. You can't make it to that level of without one being a self-starter and not needing coaching, but you also have to be able to accept coaching and have a high level of trust for your coaches. So, you know, even though people give athletes shit like for kind of being like followers sometimes or whatever, or, you know, that kind of thing, especially in football, because it's really important, you know, to be a cohesive team. But yeah, they love that shit. They eat it up. They want it all to work. They want every fucking bit of rhetoric that comes out of their coaches' mouths to be 100% true, and they want to ride that wave all the way to the fucking Super Bowl. That's the dream.
So to kind of stay on that before we get too far into like this week's, just the quick things I picked up from last week's because you brought up Jalen. Simeon was talking about how Getsy's offense, how it's easy to play fast in it. That's something kind of stuck out to me. Like that's good. We're getting tiny little.
Well, and a lot of word is that Justin's on the move a lot and rolling out and stuff like that. So that's good to hear.
And Lucas Patrick was gloating about him. He's just like Justin's fast, has a live arm. He also talked about how he'd run. Here we go again, right? Run through a brick wall for Getsy.
Would he jump out of a pool though?
No. That's something. I don't know about that.
We need a gong.
We need a bong. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
How about a gravity bong?
Yeah, we're working on that studio. It's gonna be near Arlington Heights.
Wow.
We could all be in the same studio, get a 4-hitter going, you know.
My room. Little hookah spot with a couple of mics.
That's it. That's all one needs, right?
Yep. We got the players over there.
No, did you guys anything else, Biscuits, any of the press or stuff stick out to you?
Nope.
He would.
He didn't watch.
them, bro. That's fine.
Listen, I watched every single one of them
No, you did not.
multiple times today.
You're so full of shit. You didn't even
Oh,
watch,
dude,
and that's
it's the same-
fine.
Dude, how many, every single year I could find a press conference from a Bears player that's like, yeah, this offense, we want to play fast. It's like, well, fuck, so does every offense in the NFL. I don't give two shits what they say right now. I really don't.
It's really fucking ridiculous.
I mean, the Tevin Jenkins thing was interesting, exclusively right tackle. I think we all
Komet.
sort of knew that. Yeah, about Komet. What does he say?
Well,
Everything has to be caught with the hands?
Oh, is that what's going to happen?
Craving violence.
Yeah.
He needs to crave violence with his
That's
block.
who I was going to cover, Komet. You had to hit Komet. You knew I was going to
You
cover.
asked if there was anything interesting, and,
Oh,
and
no,
now
I got-
you gets mad at
that-
the one that's taken. Go
And
ahead.
that's all you took out of Komet?
Yeah, craving violence.
Not much else to talk about.
Oh,
And
you,
he
Not
admitted
that
he
much.
didn't fucking that he couldn't do anything in
Yeah.
the red zone.
he wants to crave violence through his blocks. Oh my
He
god.
wants to crave. He needs to crave violence.
Mm.
Seek
Wow.
it. Seek it like he's like like he's on.
Like he's not played football for 12 years of his life.
You know what though?
Just now, today, he's like, I've got to
Man,
seek it.
yeah, Jared's. I
I
know.
gotta go on a fucking sabbatical. Oh,
Jer-
violence. Where are ye, oh great violence?
You know what's funny though? The thing is, if he was from Indiana, if he was a
If he
Hoosier,
said that, I'd rip him for it too.
no way,
Yeah,
Jared.
if he wasn't Notre Dame, you'd be like so on his jock. If he was
I
from-
mean, remember Broniker? I mean, my God, Jared, stop it.
You know what Broniker did? He scored a
Hey.
touchdown.
That's true.
He had a gag order too, right?
Oh, that's okay, Kevin White. At tight
What do
end.
all the what are all the Jesper Horsted stands doing now?
Oh,
Who have they jumped
I haven't-
onto?
I have not been on
I still
Twitter,
have
bro.
not figured that out.
I went on Twitter for 10 minutes today. I'm
He
like,
got
oh my
hurt.
God. Oof.
He got hurt, and they had to go through this rigmarole of cutting him and put him on the PUP, and it's all like insurance and
Yeah, it's all paperwork.
contract bullshit. But he got hurt, and they terminated his contract. That's it for the kid. He's gonna fucking go sell Subarus.
Well, some things we did find out about Cole in this. I mean, this presser just like it
We're
it
still
moved me.
talking about this fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it did. He talked about how he actually follows other teams to see how they're using tight ends. I mean, this kid is a student of the game, right?
Yeah. He's
You know what I'm saying? He's doing his best to show coaches everything he can do. The relationship with Justin and Mooney has really grown. Justin has shown a lot of confidence. Cole's gonna be attending tight end U. He's going to tight end U, baby.
Didn't he go last year?
He's going again.
This is what not to do.
Double invitee.
You don't understand.
He
This
admitted
is-
that it's just a fucking party. Like he said, he
Yeah,
was
it's like a Saturday Night Live appearance, but just let us enjoy it, will you?
tight end. Oh, we're definitely gonna pick each other's brains. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
hey,
vote for it.
Gronk is the guest speaker.
Yeah. So, hey, Kittle, help me with my release, please. Please,
Oh,
off the
wow.
line. Tell me how to. Please, Kelsey, tell me how to fucking do a jab step. Like, what the fuck? They're not picking each other's brains. It's like a fucking big fucking party for a bunch of douche
We're gonna
meatheads.
throw money at you.
Where's that? Tennessee?
Yeah, probably. You imagine?
They just go down there stabbing.
Yo, I'm sure they're right on the fucking strip in Nashville, like really picking each other's brains on fucking press
Yeah.
coverage.
Yeah, but did you hear what Greg Olson said?
No, but God knows we're gonna hear a lot of what Greg Olson
You know who
said.
put it-
There's Twitter is running with that one.
From Adam
What did
Rink,
he
right?
say?
Yep,
What did he say?
absolutely.
Yeah, Adam Rink tweeted out that Greg Olson. Go ahead, Biscuits.
He specifically mentioned, went out of his way, as Rank described it, to mention the fact that Cole Kmet was one of the guys that really impressed him last year at tight end.
Mm.
And now everyone's taking that and running with it.
Wow. How many points does that put on the board?
He had 3,000-yard seasons. I think he knows what he's talking about.
Ooh, over here.
Yeah, but you got to understand too. Like there is some homer in it because it's a Notre Dame kid, and a lot of Bears fans are Notre Dame fans. They really want to see this kid work.
Yeah, he's also from the new home of the Bears, Arlington Heights. So, like,
yeah.
I mean, everybody wants it to work out for this kid. It's just
I do too. I'm not ready to write him off yet.
I don't look at him and go, "Oh, there's a player who's going to dominate soon."
I don't care what college he's from once he's on my team. To be honest, even if he was,
I'm just tired of hearing that he's supposed to be Kyle Rudolph when he's never put Kyle Rudolph numbers up.
Yes, he did last year.
He kind of did, yeah.
Jay, you need to research your stats there, buddy.
That's Kyle Rudolph right there.
Yeah. And he blocks like Kyle Rudolph too, right?
Yeah, but we asked.
Yeah, he's a pretty damn good blocker.
Pretty solid as a blocker.
Yeah, so good that all right.
He's all right. He's fine. He's not
solid. I said, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess we'll just have to settle for solid. But like,
solid's Kyle Rudolph.
It's another guy. You just look at him and go, yeah, I want this guy to succeed. But it's like, for whatever reason, I mean, one of the interesting things I listened to this past week on the Athletic Football Show was
I'll say this: if he's going to succeed, like a guy like this, no, I'm just saying a Shanahan type of offense is his best chance to.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying they were talking about Justin Fields, and they were basically they broke down all the rookie quarterbacks, and the things that they said about Fields was, he's a big game hunter. He takes a lot of risks, and he put the ball in the right place almost all the time. He was like second in big time throws. By a PFF grade.
Total made up stat.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, it's
like when the moon's a quarter past 5 and it's below 68 degrees.
Whatever.
NBC
You know that if the Bears had won games last year, we would be trumpeting that shit. I mean, remember the fucking Mitch Trubisky air yards stat? Like, come on. I'm just saying they were touting the fact that he has the ability to put the ball in some places and takes risks, but they were also saying that everything's slow. Yep. That he's just a step slow on a lot of things, but the Bears almost did nothing to help him. He threw like the fewest screens in the league.
Right. I'm gonna Coop, have me on, bro. That's all I gotta say.
And they're talking about like how every quarterback needs screens. Like Aaron Rodgers threw like 92 screens. Like everybody needs screen passes, and the Bears did nothing for him. And they also were talking shit about the fact that quick game nowadays is what the defense wants. Like defenses that have multiple fronts and weird exotic looks, they want you to run quick game because they're trying to force your quarterback to make the wrong decision in the quick game.
Right.
My quick game is vicious, son.
But what I thought of at first was like, why do the Bears get ripped by quick game all the time? Like if defenses nowadays,
quick game can still do damage, bro. Trust me.
Yeah. It's like two pump chump, motherfucker. Is that your deal? It's like
well, talking about Justin, how much of a student of the game he is. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I just
had to take a bathroom break to get a washcloth.
It was decent analysis, and I think they were excited by what the potential that he showed, but at the same time, he had almost no support. And, they were just hopeful that if they run as much play action as they should, and they, can, that it'll do well for him. Although they did bring up the fact that he was sacked on play action a ton last year.
Because he loses his eye contact on downfield.
Sacked badly.
Why so bad, Jer?
That's true. There's multiple reasons.
The Bears had a good run game. I just feel like the play action that they put in wasn't well sequenced. I would
obvious. It's the same thing that we've talked about. It's the obvious. Oh, look, this is obviously a play action because of
because of personnel, because of down and distance, because of being behind the sticks, and because of Nagy's completely haphazard fucking play calling.
And I also want to let everybody know on the Patreon side of things, me and Jay are actually going to be breaking down Justin's game against the Hoosiers because I'm going to let Jared try to pop to shoot his shot.
On me and Biscuit's Patreon side, we're going to be breaking down the new Top Gun movie.
Wow.
Yep. Oof. So you tune into whatever you want to tune into out there. We'll be in the danger zone.
Nice.
Tom Cruise
did he ever see Top Gun, the original?
Yeah, I liked Hot Shots better.
Oh wow! Wow, I'm surprised you even knew Hot Shots. All right,
wow,
nice.
wow.
For those listening, Diddy has not watched the movie.
So it's because to be honest, I think Charlie Sheen's a more talented actor than Tom Cruise.
Wow,
I don't even have the stamina to argue either way. I don't care about
I'm like trying to digest that statement. I'm just like,
Tom Cruise just gets casted freaking well. Once you're in with like a big director, like you do your thing. Like he actually got picked over. Kevin Bacon's a way better actor, and he lost a role to him.
Nah, I would have to agree with that one.
So anyway,
actor chat.
Rest in peace. Fucking Earl from Tremors died.
I don't think I expected that comment. He's just kind of still digesting that.
I don't even know what to do with that because I don't really think Tom Cruise is like some amazing actor. He's a movie star. There's a difference,
right?
Like,
no. Not so. Oh, now we're breaking down acting from movie stars, huh? Okay.
No, he's a movie star.
Well, I remember being ripped for a certain movie star who I really liked because
I'm not so don't come at me.
This is supposed to be my job to rein things back in, and I'm just feeding it.
I said he's a movie star. He's not but they're basically the same in everything.
He's basically the Jack Sanborn of acting.
Oh my God, you hit it on the nail there, my friend. Let me tell you what, you have knocked it right out of the park. You are the great Sanbornini.
Tom Cruise's best acting. Tropic Thunder.
So we're here.
What was it?
Y'all just Yakub says on my Patreon side, I'm going to continue to talk to myself. For how many minutes though? 5, 8? What's
we need to get Coob on one time. Yo,
what's the count?
Coob's
we putting motherfuckers on this show.
Fire, man.
The only way Coob comes on if someone sits out. We ain't going 5 deep on this shit.
Oh.
Remember when we used to go like 6 or 8?
The chaos. You imagine the chaos of 5 people on
6 to 8 deep.
Yeah, like we've been doing this Biscuits probably like 3 years, and we just figured out how to finally stop like talking over each other bad.
Yeah, but we're also on a better platform that has a lot less delay. You remember being like on Skype and shit like back in the day?
Skype was brutal.
Like people fucking like all pixelated and like 3-second delay and shit.
Oh, come on, Yakub. You never charged me before, boo. Don't start now. I should have a VIP membership to that.
Oh, he's giving out 2 extra minutes? What a hoe.
This last 2 shows was really good. I think it sounds more educated than anything I say on here.
All right, so this just in off the desk of HMD Studios. Let me make the announcement. Biscuits like Tyreek Hill likes Yakub's perfect or very pretty balls.
Right.
You would find a way to relate this all back to balls.
Are they powdered?
Biscuits, are they? Or are they oiled up?
Powder or oil?
It's like a lavender mist, actually.
Like a cream.
Well, Yakub's out in Nevada, so you got to keep them things powdered.
Are you jealous? He's given other people 12 behind your back, though, and only giving you 10.
Whoa!
Dude, at this point in my life, I only got about 4 in me.
So it's those extra 2 that really make the difference. Just saying.
So you guys got anything else? Well, I didn't even finish my. I mean, there's so much more meat in this Komet presser, but
I'm trying to see what
yeah.
Pony's doing. Pony's like watching soccer. Over
I
there.
mean, guys,
No.
Eberflus has a great mindset. He did say that. He said his uncle played for 17 years in the NFL. I found this interesting, and the mindset he always had is that he was going to be cut. That's how he approached it. Like every year, you're on the chopping
Uncle
block.
Matt?
His uncle played in the league for 17 years. Yes.
You should probably think about that.
Oh, I thought you meant Eberflus's uncle.
Jared, why are you so hard on him when you like were ready to like take Broniker in places unspeakable, even on this podcast?
Why? You know why?
Notre
Broniker's
Dame,
from Indiana. Komet is from Illinois, and he went to the hated Golden Dome, and it gets you so fucking fired up every time he gets in your kitchen about it. So he's gonna.
I get into Diddy Warbucks' kitchen. It's great.
He's gonna fucking you're in there on his George Foreman grill, bro, like putting fucking waffles down.
yeah, but it's not like he doesn't mean it. So don't act like he's being all creative and just trying to rile me up. Like he means what he's saying.
My boss told me that they originally offered the George Foreman grill to Hulk Hogan, but Hulk Hogan turned it down.
Not good.
I don't think it would have been as popular if like I don't give a Hulk Hogan says to cook with. Like I would just be like, I don't give a fuck. Like George Foreman looks like he eats food. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And like Jakub said in the chat, it's Golden Dome, right? And like if Amazon, the freaking Bezos buys the Bears and it becomes a Prime Dome in Arlington Heights, is a Golden Dome to the Prime Dome. It's just meant to be.
Well, I mean, you certainly give that school some serious dome.
Yes.
And you were in the middle of giving that Komet presser some big time dome.
Jerome Bettis just graduated. They
under 2 decades. Congratulations.
And
Okay.
Academic
I didn't
standards
watch the
there, huh?
practice today.
Hey, Jer, who's graduated Indy? Who's graduated Indiana?
Lots of people.
Bobby Knight. Bobby Knight, that's who. Fucking Bobby Knight. That's who. Fucking Bobby Knight.
He had an over 90% graduation rate.
Fucking Bobby Knight.
You know what? I'm fact checking that, Jared. I call BS. There's
On
no
Bobby
night-
Knight graduation rate?
Oh,
I
okay. I thought you meant in the
because-
current 2022 year of our Lord. I was like,
You
no
don't-
fucking way.
Because when you leave like you leave the Hoosiers, you like fucking leave the school, or like nobody ever hears from you again.
No, you end up owning the Mavericks.
And
you're
then
almost into the
if you
fucking
play for the Hoosiers, they print your diploma like your first year, and then you just wait to give it to you until you're done. When you're done playing,
Oh, the Mavericks. What are you talking about?
Mark Cuban's an IU grad.
is he?
Yes, from the Kelly Business School.
Is that why they're getting
There
their
you
ass
go.
kicked by the Warriors?
I don't know. That's the NBA. Are they getting their ass kicked by the Warriors?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luka
Okay.
has to score like 60 points to lose by 20, bro.
So Indiana's graduation rate is 86.6%. Notre Dame's is 95.3.
Wow.
My Coastal Carolina's at 41.5.
Yeah, there you go.
That doesn't even
consider
surprise
myself
me.
very accomplished. I graduated twice.
It's a beach school. It's a beach school, bro.
Still
You know what?
41.5. Like
Give Jerome one more chance, though. Do UConns for
You
him.
got to be one of the few people. Actually, I know for a fact you're the only person that I'll ever meet who graduated from there.
that's
Number
not true,
2.
man. We're blowing up. Teal Nation's blowing up.
Shant, yo,
Bro, it's Myrtle Beach, though. In their defense, that's a hard thing to.
I hate this phrase, but I was 8 years old when I learned that the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. I thought, Chanticleers, that's kind of weird, but it's whatever. It's Chanticleer and le Chanticleer, Chanticleer. And it's
I
not.
never even seen the fight song.
It's
until
not
you showed it to me.
It's not chant up. It's shant up.
Nobody says it like that.
No,
It's
your
chant
official
up.
school website says
Chant
it's
up.
shant. Shut up. Shut up. What you winning the football game? Shut up. Coster, le tir nation, chanteur. Chanticleer. Ouais.
Hey, yo, Yakub, I actually like that. He says Coastal needs to be on Second Chance U. Yes.
Yeah, with that 40% graduation rate.
And Connecticut, I know Diddy's probably dropping a deuce, but 82.5% for Connecticut. UConn. Yeah, but you got to think a lot of those kids probably leave early.
To do what? Like organized crime?
Shark Tank deals, stuff like that.
UConn? Is UConn really?
Sanborn apparel lines.
Yeah, this will tell you exactly how we
is
feel
canceled.
about
It's all about Jackie Sanborn's khakis.
I can't believe at 41.5%. I feel like much better about my life than I
Yeah, dude,
I'm in the elite, boys. I made it.
Miracle. And, like, does the alumni association like hit you up constantly?
Dude,
there's only like 4 of them.
Constantly calling me for money. I'm like, I gave you over $100,000, and I am still paying back.
You spent $100,000 at that place. Wow,
it was an expensive party there. Okay, I went for 5 years.
Christ, bro, you could have gone to Ibiza.
George Mason. I should have.
You could have moved to Ibiza for $100,000, bro.
I don't even know where Ibiza is at.
It's in Spain. It's where they have like the craziest parties in the world.
Ibiza's about that bread.
It's fucking like where like insane just supermodel filled raves happen all the time. It's like party heaven, Ibiza.
Can I get back to the Komet?
How come you knew about the wings at Magic City? You don't know about Ibiza, but you know about the wings at Magic City?
Yeah, that's me. You heard what DK said today, okay? I'm the resident expert on those subjects. Okay?
On strip clubs?
And let me just wrap up my last 2 sentences on this Komet.
Please wrap it. Make sure you wrap it up.
AA already brought up one of his things about Justin's on the move more out of this offense. That's the interview he got it out of. And he said you feel Justin in the huddle talking to each guy.
God, yes.
I mean, the passion that Komet spoke with about Justin, it was inspiring, man. And he also let us know that Flus is a straight shooter, and I was
straight shooter.
And I thought it was really great of Komet to let us in. You know what I mean? To see it through a player's eyes. So I was really just taken back by every word this man said. I just can't wait to watch the success he's going to have on the field this year. He demands it. He speaks it.
671 receiving yards and 0 touchdowns. Just can't fucking wait for that.
Hey, it's probably going to look prettier than watching Jordan Howard try to catch a ball from IU.
Hey, guy that made 4 digits in yardage.
Jacob says Komet shants himself. He's a real straight shanter.
Speaking of shooting your shot, like we'll just talk about random Bears-ish like we have been, but like Jay Cutler, bro.
Ooh, that's on brand.
So like
was that a recent story?
Yeah, so he went on vacation with his like one of his neighbors, and so basically Jay and his kids, the neighbor and the neighbor's wife and their kids, and somehow was able to bang out the wife from the other family. So like he must have had
So he's like a home wrecker, and we're fucking
on vacation, bro.
I got crucified for fucking talking about Roquan Smith. Now we're talking
on vacation.
That appears to have been picked up by an actual media source.
Like, yeah,
did you imagine? Like, that's fucked up.
He's on vacation, banging out his buddy's wife. That's with all the kids there.
I'll tell you a story off air. This is on brand.
That's a dick. I'm not even gonna read this. It's hilarious. I'm not reading that, but that is.
Oh my god!
It's a monster.
Someone will read it when they go. Good Lord. Jakub. Oh.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah.
Cuddy's a fucking douche, bro. Come on.
I'm not defending the dude. I'm just hey, these stories write themselves.
You're lauding him.
Whoa! Why are we
How-
letting the woman off the hook that got with him?
No, how am I lauding him? I said
Uh-huh.
speaking of shooting your shot, I'm just talking about random bear shit. I'm not
when
saying
you get caught in
Jay's
the
up here.
tractor beam, I mean, you know,
It's a relevant thing to talk about that's been in the Chicago Bears news cycle.
I'm pretty sure Cuddy made sweet love to Jay Mariotti at one point.
Harder
Cuddy,
than Jared.
Cuddy
Harder-
tractor beam.
Harder than Jaron Jordan Howard.
I mean, that's kind of the top of the top.
It would
Things
be.
have gone sideways. Maybe it's time to read Jakub's quote. Anyway.
If you made it this far, fans, Jesus.
Fucking
All right, so here's
pressures.
something. The Robert Quinn trade rumors. It first came from Lock and
Won't
Four,
go
but
away.
now it's actually sounds like there's more legitimacy to it.
It just
Guys
makes
have
too
any
much
feelings on that?
sense to trade him. And that's why they don't care that he's not there. They're gonna trade him. Like he's gonna end up I don't know on who, but I could see him ending up in a lot of places.
Who plays
You
that
know.
second edge rusher spot then?
I don't know, the guy we got from Indy.
Can
Yeah,
you
but you have to have
cough
a-
in the mic a little louder next time? Appreciate you.
Wow.
Who, me?
This awkward
No, I
silence.
coughed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Awkward silence brought to you by the chicken wrangler himself.
I covered my mouth, you fuck.
It's just funny. Normally you're quicker on the draw. If you figure I was gonna get slammed back, and you're just like, wait, what? Did that motherfucker just
Probably
come
needs
at
a
me?
drink,
Proper
man.
etiquette,
Are you
proper.
thirsty, man? Do you need a drink?
I had a bottle of water. I wish I had more though.
You mashed that bottle of water.
It was
Well,
a fucking
bro.
16-ounce bottle of water.
That ain't
It's
nothing.
dead.
I already went through a 32 ounce. You know
That's
what
why
I
I
mean?
was like, do you need to go get some more? We can give you a break.
No,
It's
it's fine.
damn! He said your ounces, his ounces
I
are
don't-
bigger than your ounces, AA.
Mm.
I don't remember what I was talking about. Did he
16 ounces isn't that much. That's all
Did
I'm
he,
saying.
he's determined to stomp on all my bullshit.
No.
I just
he needs that
to
32
get back on
ounces 'cause he
point-
moves himself, so got to stay
Mm.
hydrated during a good move.
to get somewhat back on point. I don't
Good
see the
move.
benefit of
Real
cutting
good
Robert
move.
Quinn yet.
Wow.
Or
Trading
trading
him?
him. Who's going to
What's the
take
point
his
of keeping
contract?
him? His
The-
contract isn't bad at all. He makes $13 million this year. His
Who's gonna
contract's
trade
not
for
bad
that?
at all. If you could get a second-round pick for him, you're doing a heartbeat.
Oh, there's
Like,
no way you get a second round.
second
pick.
round.
You're not getting that.
somebody
Good
would. I
Lord.
bet you
No.
somebody would.
Mm.
Hell
you
yeah,
could barely offload Mac for a second.
It's because they
Bro.
had to eat so much salary.
If we got a second round pick for him, I would go live to talk about it.
Dude, yeah, that's a.
I mean, if they
No, you
hold on to him and there's an injury, there are
Dude, I
people
don't
that
know,
were.
man. He's got
There
cap
are-
figures of 17 million, 18 million, and 17 million for the next
If
3
Poles-
years.
He's only
If
making
Poles got a
13 this
second-
year.
If Poles
Yeah,
got a
his
second
cap
round for him,
numbers.
he's the best GM in Bears history.
So we don't. The team acquiring him doesn't pay his cap number. They pay his.
They would pay the future.
do you
cap
really
numbers on
think-
the books? Yes, they would.
So what?
So
We would eat
Do
a
you really
portion of
think-
this year's cap number.
But I'm saying whatever team that gets him would pay him $13 million.
Bro, if they got a second round pick for him, I would call Poles dad.
he's
More-
a
more
32-year-old edge rusher. You're not
You're
trading a
getting a
second round
He
pick.
had like 17
You're getting a
sacks.
fifth at most.
A fifth and
Didn't he have like 17 sacks?
18 and a half. But
I would say a fourth is attainable if somebody's.
No,
if
I
somebody's,
think you could definitely get a third or a late second.
I
there
think
are people-
you have to
there are
wait till
people-
training camp injuries start happening. Might be able to get a fourth from a team that feels like they're close. If it's that position that they need.
There were people speculating that they could get almost as much as the Broncos got for Von Miller, which I think is insane. But
Von Miller's a defensive MVP.
I understand. I think the comp is terrible, but I think he has more value than you're giving credit for. And I think they definitely plan to trade him. And I don't see why the fuck not. Why wouldn't you trade him? Even if all you got was a fourth. What is his point on this team? He has
you
no
throw
purpose.
Sanborn in there,
Oh,
Yaku.
he's got no point. I'm all in favor of trading him. I just disagree with the value of the second.
Hey, what's your take on that?
Jakub over here packaging up Sanborn.
Whoa,
You
that's our future,
motherfucker!
bro.
Wow, guys.
You oof. Get at it.
He's
I'll tell
about
you
to
what.
do that whole
I'll have to
TikTok bit.
block you, bro.
I'll fry you Italian stuff. What was that a video you're about to go full like? No, whoa, oh.
I'm just saying, you don't package Sanborn anywhere. Sanborn packages you, my friend.
Oh, when he gets cut, you're gonna be
geez.
devastated.
He says, gotta bring value to the trade somehow. Fuck out of here. You leave Sanborn alone.
What about trading David Montgomery, which is something Adam Hogue brought up on their most recent show?
What are you gonna get for him?
Same thing.
Package the
Maybe
two.
a little bit more you got for Jordan Howard.
They like Montgomery too much. I think, and honestly, I don't think there's I don't hate the idea of trading him, but I think they like him a lot. They like his hustle and his
But the
leadership.
Piccolo Award winner
hard.
sitting in the just waiting to get his shot.
But what if the same principle apply? Like, what good is having him this year? I guess
I
there's
agree.
some
I would do it,
that's
but
there.
I'm just saying they won't. I think he's whatever. He's like a hustle heart.
He's
guy
good for
that they
Justin
like.
right now too. He's probably the best blocking running back we have besides
So you
Blasting
think that
Game.
value outweighs maybe a 5th round pick instead of letting
You haven't seen the power of Kahari Blossingame,
bro. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
that came up too. His name did pop up this past week.
Well, I'm surprised that you're not a little more excited about him. Like that, I think that you're gonna like this dude, man.
I mean, I don't give a fuck. He'll be
No,
fine.
I think you're gonna like
He's
Blasting
like
Game.
Kirkland brand.
He's a fullback though.
Got all these. I mean, how excited can you get about a fullback?
Because he's another weapon as a fullback.
No, man.
You think?
Yes.
I think Tristan Ebner's gonna be out there.
What I'm saying, he's a fullback that you can get some offensive production out of.
Got
That
some
isn't.
speed.
You saw it, Biscuits. You can catch.
He's talking
You
in
can
like
catch and
the
go.
Chris Cooley style.
No, Chris Cooley's like an H-back.
The kid has the kind of skill.
Well, he's
Okay, fine. I hope you're right. I'm not like, if you're asking me if I'm excited about Kahari Blossingame, the answer is no.
Well, it's kind of like what I envisioned they could have done with Null if they taught him how to block as a fullback. Like I think
he's
this kid is that much of he's an athlete.
Blossingame's no Equinemius St. Brown, so I mean,
No,
how
fuck
how
no.
could I
Come
be
on,
excited?
bro. Come on. What are you talking
Brad
about?
Mustard.
Are you
I
fucking
like- bring him
what
back,
are you
Brad Mustard.
Why would you bring him
Why?
up?
They
Why
put
would
ESB
Why?
put ESB on Instagram like lifting weights or like working out or whatever, and fucking MVS Marquez all these guys like you hate to lift, like calling him out, like we know this shit fake.
Yeah, but it's actually funny if that's the case because his dad was like Mr. Universe twice or something
Right,
for
well,
like lifting weights.
I mean,
So that was just kind of nuts.
How often does that happen? Where people actually end up hating the thing that their parents were into just because whatever. Like, I mean, he ended up being an athlete. He made it to the damn NFL, but he ain't gonna be all fucking muscled up.
I mean, he's still pretty defined. I'm just saying.
Wait, what?
He's not
Wait,
Charles
what?
Snowden.
No, that dude Charles Snowden, like Johnny Gill back in the day. Charles Snowden coming to your neighborhood, you better make sure your woman is a faithful one.
Yeah, like Cuddy on a family vacation, son.
I'm saying.
Like Alex Brown.
Like Alex Brown. Exactly.
Just running
Like
through.
Alex Brown and Diddy's girlfriend.
You end up
But
totally.
see, I didn't take it that far. I was just gonna name drop Alex Brown.
We should have Alex on sometime and see if he remembers that conversation in the Meadowlands.
I'm sure he doesn't.
I'm sure it was one of
I think
500,000 he had.
he might remember that one.
Oh,
Oh.
you're saying he left an impression on him.
Did you sign it? Did he sign your ball?
I might have said in front of her. I might have said in front of him. I'd be like, "Hey, let me go get you a football then."
Wow.
Oh God.
Wow.
Anyway.
Oh, this show is completely random.
No, he was just like I can get you up to the players level, but not me, right? I'm like, oh, I was about to say, yo, girl, let me go get you a football. Then see you tomorrow.
Look at A's. He's like, I have no idea what's going on. I have no
know
interest
the
in this
story. I
song.
just don't even know. Like, I don't even know what to add. Like,
I like how we said this is going to be about the pressers, and we spent maybe 4 total minutes.
Yo, did he have like
glad
notes?
I spent my time
It's so bad.
Did he had what?
You had notes on Komet, bro. You had like
oh,
you had
I
your
was
meat.
yeah.
You
But that's
like
my
filled up half your meat 5-star on that shit.
The notes were written on his heart.
It was just kind of inspiring, man. Like
pulled out your trapper keeper.
Well, no, just like how he's talking about. It's not just about the football when you meet with these guys in the offseason. It's about building that relationship. And him and Mooney and Justin are a lot closer now. That shit's important, man. When you get on the field and you're battling every Sunday.
I did like the way he kept reminding people that it is not with pads, as well.
No, but you want these guys getting on the same page with Justin. Yes, the whole romanticizing it is a total freaking shtick. But I'm just that shit is important.
I'm excited that he realizes he should catch with his hands. Like that's good
just
to know.
now.
But he should also hold on to the ball with his hands because.
Jay, you saw. I know you looked at him out of college. Stop being a dick. Like you know he has skills, bro.
My thing is that with him is that he does this thing where he catches the ball and he has huge amounts of trouble like bringing it into his body and protecting it. Like it's weird. Like the ball seems slippery after he catches it and he can't put it away and protect it. He's
a former pitcher, which I don't understand.
Yeah, well, Notre Dame baseball.
That's it.
Like
he was being asked to block a lot more than he ever did in college with Nagy, and I think that made him a little bit robotic in some aspects, just because he was trying to toughen up his game on that end. That's just my opinion.
I think,
excuses for it. But
I think one of the things he mentioned, which is true, is that there's going to be a lot of opportunities for tight end in the play action system. You know, I know what you're saying though. I'd like to see him become more polished as a receiver, and because he's athletic enough to be really good if he can do that. They were so obsessed,
right?
They were so obsessed with trying to get Jimmy Graham to like be a thing. And there wasn't really much of, let's be honest, there's not really much of a role as a pass catcher for the inline tight end.
It took away Cole's development. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and it was supposed to be always going to teach him, you know, it's like, whatever. All he did was take him out in this fucking stunt plane and like, you know, like, come on. I mean, you know, and I don't know. I don't know if I said this before or if I got abruptly stopped. Really,
bro.
We talked about those 2 touchdowns. The one that against Fred Warner, which he did not get good, get good separation, and he set up weird. And he said that was a miscommunication between him and Justin. And Justin wanted him to go one side, and he went to the other side. And then there was the Packer game, which is like a low ball, but it looked like he maybe could have gotten it. I mean, because they're basically like, why are you frustrated? Were you frustrated that you didn't, get anything in the red zone? So I don't know.
You like this presser too.
I didn't dislike it, but I mean, again, I think it was pretty real. I think he's a smart guy. Yeah. I just don't like I said, I just don't see a guy who's going to dominate. I just see a guy who will probably end up being pretty solid.
What was your stat line for him earlier this offseason in the thread? What did you say?
What did I say? Like, I think he could have a 60 catches, 750 yards,
and like
5 touchdowns.
5 or 6. That's a win in my book.
Absolutely. Yeah. Those are Kyle Rudolph numbers.
We'll take it.
No, with this receiving core, I'd give him 8 touchdowns, same yardage though.
I mean,
that's a giant win.
When was the last, Anthony Miller had 8 touchdowns? When was the last time another Bears receiver had that many touchdowns.
That's it. That's it.
Like,
legitimately, that's it.
That's kind of crazy. So I
When's the last time the
all of a
Bears
sudden
scored 8
tight end-
touchdowns? Period.
You think? I mean, you
Maybe
think
one of
you
them
think all of a
out
sudden the
there,
tight end is
maybe?
going to get 8 touchdowns? I don't know. Like, maybe James O'Shaughnessy.
No, I think you're going to see a lot of positive things out of Justin.
I hope so. We'll see.
He's got to speed it up in his head.
We need it to happen. I'm just trying to speak positivity. That's all.
But he needs help to do that.
Like we said a bunch of times, man. If he only had just like a split second longer, if this offensive line could give him a split second, if his receivers can give him a split second.
Yeah, he also created sacks for himself though. After that Cleveland game,
Which a rookie. A rookie, that'll happen.
What was the other thing they said on the Athletic podcast was that also he scares them every time he gets hit, which he does. He's fucking.
Yep.
It's like, oh my god! Like every time he takes some too many hits, man.
Yeah.
Like, I just
there's also something to pairing up Notre Dame players. So you bring St. Brown into the mix now, and Komet. It's almost like Voltron. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
they get stronger when they're closer.
There's all those examples of Notre Dame teammates that just dominated.
Yeah, it's like
let's think about all those.
You're
times.
a Gungan, man. Misa back.
Jar Jar Binks.
Yes, it's Jar Jar Binks and the Binks family. Moving over to Chicago.
That gets you the mute, my friend. It's got muted for no more Jar Jar Binks on this podcast.
I know, he loves it.
Damn it. It's the worst shit. Like, good lord,
I would
bro.
like
We
to
gotta listen to Notre Dame
what
chat.
he's talking about, though. Who is Jar Jar?
Whenever have there been 2 Notre Dame players that have like done well together?
There you go. There's the list. Ready?
It's like
Theo Riddick,
Joe Montana, and
Theo Riddick, and Golden Tate. That was a lethal combo in Detroit.
Wasn't Roger Craig a Notre Dame guy?
No,
I'm sure it's Tim Brown and one of the offensive linemen for the Raiders. I'm sure.
Wasn't there? I thought that the 49ers didn't the 49ers have a Notre Dame running back too? At some point, that was good. No, maybe
Waters was it
Ricky Waters? Yes.
Yeah.
But that wasn't Joe Montana. That was like Steve Young.
Steve Young.
So that doesn't count. Ricky Waters was way after Joe Montana.
Then you got to have a limit on Notre Dame. 1. That's it.
That's it. You can't. I mean, you can't hold. They just can't hold all that.
No.
So much dome.
It's too much dome.
It's a lot of dome.
So much dome.
I'm saying. All right. What's next on the docket? You're supposed to be driving this thing. God damn it!
Driving us over a fucking cliff.
Leprechaun.
I wanted to talk about color more, but you're like, don't loud color.
Well, you're like excited that he went.
I wasn't even excited. I was just saying this is what happened.
Hero, bro.
You think everything I bring up on this podcast I'm excited about, bro? All I said,
I mean,
was
clearly,
just a subject.
Clearly, we're not allowed to be excited. Like Cutler delivered his meat box to the meat box.
Did I just get solicited? We have chat bots now. Big leagues.
Yeah,
Oh,
cheers.
Jesus.
Brady Quinn.
Hit that smash. Or hit that smash. Smash that like button.
Smash it.
Subscribe.
Hey guys, if you're enjoying the show, please remember to smash that like button and subscribe to the
There it
Tailgate
is.
Show.
I love
Brought
it.
to you by Ballsack Cream.
Right,
Brought to you by Baby Powder. We're causing
cause cancer.
We might cause all sorts of terrible things, but damn, we feel good on the sack. Poof. Cornstarch if you're nasty. Which is basically,
If you want to make your own
business
business.
made of talc.
So I was gonna throw shade, but I don't think I have to now.
You're just still mad that Ron Paulus is not a thing.
No, I'm not mad about that at all. quarterback history has been pretty.
He was going to win Heisman's.
Yeah.
God, who was the last? Rick Meyer. Thanks for that, Notre Dame.
Thanks.
Needed that.
What quarterback from Indiana ever did anything?
I mean, Joe Theismann was pretty good.
Probably not.
Trent Green was pretty good. Trent Green.
Probably not.
The guy who lost his job to a guy stocking grocery store shelves.
Because he blew his knee out, you fuck. You don't get to talk, Coastal.
But you didn't.
Just because you're the
Dude, we had more players drafted this year than you did, Indiana. Get out of here.
I mean, 41% graduation rate. Of course you did.
Hey, when they're all
leaving early for the league. That's why.
Exactly. Why they're all plucked early, bro. What you want?
Jesus.
When you wake up in the morning, are you hungry, but you're tired of all that cereal that's no good for you? Magic Spoon. We're not sponsored by them, but we should be.
I think we should get sponsored by Hungry Man.
Ooh,
mushroom coffee, bro.
I could use some Hungry Man meals.
Guys, I just drink so much coffee. Can I just talk for a second? Can I just be honest with you? Guys, I used to drink so much coffee. Let me tell you what, I would be jittery. I would be off my rocker. You know what I mean? Like, I would be out there and I would be like, oh, I need more coffee. But not anymore. Not anymore. Let me tell you what, I have found this product.
Mushrooms. Just take fucking mushrooms.
It's made from mushrooms, from foraged wild mushrooms. Okay.
Are you trying to give them the mushroom stamp brew?
It gives you all. It gives you all the goodness and the. I mean, when you get that mushroom tip into your. Let me tell you.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm giving it the coffee, and I'm all about the mushroom tip, guys. It's keeping me awake, but it's keeping me ready. Mushroomtip.com.
I think I want to
drink the promo code the tailgate.
Yeah, put that link up.
Oh my god!
You're gonna ruin some PCs tonight if you put that link up, bro. Mushroomtip.com. People actually go to it.
Always use a private browser.
Always cook your heroin with Magic Spoon.
Oh, easy.
Chase the dragon with Magic Spoon.
Chase the dragon.
Are we doing well in Indiana demographics? Is that why you just promoted that?
Yep. I mean, you know,
in Myrtle.
It's a gateway drug.
It's a hot market.
I mean, you gotta be smacked out to hang out with some of those heifers.
Wow. Mute. And there he's back on the mute.
Okay, Jared, so that was his shade. All right.
What?
Biscuits. You got shade biscuits?
That was just advertising.
Do I have shade? Oh, man, I got so much shade running through my mind right now. No, I don't. You know what? Yeah, I do.
No, yeah, maybe.
You know what? Pony, what's your shade first? Because I gotta refine mine a little bit.
I hate everybody. There, done.
Refine my shade. Don't mind if I do. All right,
guys,
I'll
ask you a question real quick here, guys. Guys, I gotta ask a quick question.
Do you need another minute biscuits or you want me to go?
Guys.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Go ahead, A. No,
I just gotta ask a quick question. Do you have a hard time finding a razor that gives you a nice, clean shave with no bumps? I mean, I'm just saying. Do you have the trouble? Because I have a solution for you, pal.
Yeah, the way you did that read. The way you did that read, I was actually anticipating what you were going to say the razor did because you actually paused it for a minute. That was professional chops.
Pro level.
Somebody hire this man.
So my shade is that somebody that used to be involved with this when we first started doing this. I'm just gonna speak in code, so this will be our own little hit here.
Oh.
Right? that shouldn't really be touting. How shall I say it? Like Petty Officer Doofy. Remember, like
Officer Doofy.
exactly.
Perfect.
You think Officer Doofy and Bubble Boy wouldn't be as close as they are for him to retweet the fact that Officer Doofy decided he was going to actually break down tape on Valus Jones.
For all like 35 offensive snaps or what? Like,
I'm just saying, man, my God, like, how much of a loser are you to have to actually dive that deep? Like, really trying to...
Nobody else is doing it. That's what I had to do it over here, Valus Jones.
Why do you listen to
I
that?
mean,
Nobody else is going to dive like this. Like I would dive.
This was the same. This was the same dude that told me Jordan Howard was elite. It's the same dude that told me Mitch was better than Jameis.
I mean,
and that Quentin Nelson wasn't worth a
it's real.
top 5 pick.
CTE is real.
It really is.
Just bounce my head off a fucking wall, wouldn't you?
Yeah, we'll put a donation link to like midget support.
Helmet fund.
Donate to. Yeah. Pop Warner Football.
Mouthpiece.
Let's wrap this up. This is depressing.
Jay, you got any shit?
Hey, they don't give those. They don't give those flag football coaching jobs to just anybody. I mean, you gotta have a whistle.
My shade is to the people trying to seduce Bears players' mothers on social media.
Wow.
Is it that bad, bro?
Get
Yo,
a fucking wife. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mama Borum about to get that work though.
Oh, Borum. Ooh, yeah, huh?
Mm.
You talking about Braylon Edwards?
Mm.
Yo,
Oh.
stats.
A self-proclaimed philosopher, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Oh, that's true. Soothsayer,
What you said last
future
night? You're like,
predictor,
Wikipedia stat blaster.
owner of multiple homes, lasagna chef, supreme.
Be like Biscuits taking his shirt off at a closing. Be like Biscuits taking his shirt off at a closing.
He made his hands look like a fucking camera. You just had to.
oh god.
Yeah, I retired from Twitter, but I still get all the news that's fit to print.
You're gonna get your daily dose of it tonight. For those listening, every night I send AA a little.
Yeah, he sends me a little
Twitter.
shame, a little horrible shame.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna have Biscuits do a blog called Buttered Biscuits, and he's gonna just his thoughts alone about the Bears. He's gonna put it out there into the universe for paid subscription, of course.
We're gonna publish it on the website. Jared,
Hey, we've got it.
How you want your biscuits
You want to
buttered?
write? You tell me. I'll give you a password.
What's the password, Jared? 69?
Speaking of passwords, guys, I gotta ask you a question. Are you worried about your security online? You worried about your identity being stolen? Guys,
You're rolling out the Justify ad?
Guys, worry no more. Magic Spoon.
And there it is.
All I'm saying, your identity is safe with Magic Spoon.
Are you talking about like when Hogue and Johns drop it?
Drop it like it's hot.
Speaking of training camp, Adam.
Well, that's the new
way.
way.
We eat our Magic Spoon before we go to training
camp. That's the new way on pods is ad reads. Ad reads.
Oh.
I love that flavor. I love that flavor. Like these motherfuckers just drinking mushrooms. Get me out. Get the fuck out.
Poor Hoagie, man. He's working, trying to bring these regular pod guys along with him.
Yeah, the Bears bros, they're struggling.
Hate to see it.
It's a shame. A real shameski.
Wait, are they struggling?
I don't know. They're just dorks.
Oh.
I mean, shout out to them for doing whatever, but they're
it's cool as hell that they're getting whatever.
Shout out to them for doing whatever.
We haven't done a good shade in a while. You gotta throw some.
Yeah. Like,
Tony, come on, man. You gotta come up with something.
Guys, I gotta ask.
Say, I hate everybody.
Hold on. I gotta ask you a question. Just real quick, a real quick aside. I just wonder, how can I get my podcast downloads up? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just curious.
Throw mad shade.
I just want to know: is there
Well,
any?
first, you tweet. You have to treat Twitter like the banana that it is. Banana
in the tailpipe, baby. Banana in the tailpipe.
Yeah, like, hey, ready? Let's go on our Twitter campaign. I'm always right. I told you so. If I say enough things right, I'm going to hit on something and then remind you that I hit on it.
I do have legitimate shade.
Who's down for a good old fashioned follow train?
Wow.
I gotta get my 3,000 followers back, guys. The first step is Magic Spoon. Because heroin's a hell of a drug. Magic Spoon.
Jesus fuck. My shade is to the Bears for making this offseason so miserable. It's boring. And we're trying to make it fun. Hopefully you guys out there enjoy this. Because it's brutal, man. Sorry. Speaking of heroin, audio heroin on deck.
I purposely didn't say anything. I just wanted it to be as quiet and awkward as possible. Pony, by the way, I enjoyed your light show the other night you were having out on your
I did enjoy that
porch.
I had me a night.
I know you said about like 26 songs from 1973 that I did not listen to.
Yeah, I think you were lucky that you did not, my friend. That was like the worst playlist of all time.
Hey, when you take a ride with me, you take the whole ride.
Jesus Christ! I'd rather get on the fucking Magic School Bus.
My bus is shorter.
Yeah. The wheels on the bus go round and round. That's a jam. Shit you were sending, Allman Brothers. Get the fuck out of here.
Round and round.
That was one of the ones I would stand by.
Hey, did you know that today is Bob Dylan's birthday?
I did not know
Mr.
that.
Bob Dylan fan doesn't even know that.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, it's Bob Dylan. It's my birthday.
Everybody loves good stew.
I'm actually going to see his son on Sunday.
Are you going to Wallflowers thing?
You guys got a date?
Free show.
Nice.
No.
Hell yeah, I'd go too.
Why not?
Is free show code for something?
Free show is code for it's 10 minutes from my house, so it's a night out.
They got Magic Spoon.
Come on,
got mushrooms.
you can't pass
And if you want to buy tickets to this casino, you can actually use the promo code Magic Spoon for 10% off your purchase.
Guys, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Are we ready to end this?
I'm just wondering. We should probably end the show, right?
For all you potential sponsors out there, just understand these are the pipes that you would be supporting here. Would you love to hear your ad read by this man? If so, hit us up on the Tailgate Show on Twitter, Facebook,
Send us
all
an
the
email.
platforms you need. Slide in our
So many
DMs.
platforms.
We need money.
I lost all my without that Twitter. You're gonna die. Don't die on.
I just want to make enough money doing this to actually support our Sunday ticket bill.
That's right. That's right. We're gonna replace some incomes, guys.
Remember
Don't
that
worry.
shit? Oh,
Replace some incomes.
that had me, bro. When that came out, we're looking to replace everybody's income. Like,
So basically, you're like Social Security then. Is that,
I'm like, what do you think I do for a living, bro?
yeah, that's crazy. Like he thought he had like recruited a bunch of 7-Eleven cashiers.
Nothing against that, but yeah, that's how it came off. Oh God, we should honestly write just a show called podcast.
Yeah, someday
Speaking
we'll do it.
of the brothers, support the pipes.
Yeah, sorry, they can't all be winners, bro. They can't all be gems. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it.
God bless you for making it this long.
That's
Oh,
pretty
man.
much it. If you've made it to the end of the episode, tell them what he's won, Bob.
Nothing.
Yes, you've won a free download of Yaku. It's 8 minutes of power.
And I just want to thank you guys for giving me this platform to talk on. We kind of built this thing together. It's really cool. But
I'm glad we gave you the
I've been doing this
on hiatus.
Yep, I've been doing this for 4 years nonstop. Vacation with my
Graduating.
family in Disney. Remember, Jer? We freaking did one. Like,
Yeah.
You're at the pool.
I'm passing the torch to Biscuits here, and I'm going to be taking an indefinite leave of absence. So
I'm just thankful that I
What?
found such a great group of guys to talk about the Bears with and enjoy this experience with.
there it is. Perfect torch passing. There it is. Love it, bro. You nailed it.
Yeah,
So-
and for everyone listening, Diddy's bullshitting. He'll be back here next week, same time.
I don't think he will be. You underestimate the stubbornness of this man.
Yeah.
You drastically underestimate the stubbornness. You saying that shit will make you stay away forever.
Yeah, I might see you week 10, bro. Like,
Yeah. Coach Flus, what do you think about the bye weeks? It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Why are you passing me the torch? There's no way I'm going to be able to keep that one in the bottom right, like in line.
If you're
throughout the
passing
entire-
anything to him, it's not a
No
torch.
way.
You don't have to.
Ooh, good call, Jer.
Yeah.
It's not a torch if you're passing it to Biscuits.
No,
It might be a blaze.
It's one of those candles that takes like 4 times to blow out.
Speaking of candles, I gotta ask you a question.
Ugh.
You were able to find candles that smell good for guys.
A mandel?
A mandel.
Mandel.
How about some real,
Hey,
real
Joe.
earthy sandalwood flavors?
Like cedar and balsam.
Leather and rosemary. Rubber.
Right.
I got the tobacco and vanilla candle.
Pumpkin pie and
leather.
Marlboro and Paps.
I want a candle that smells like pumpkin pie and 30 weight. That's what I'm talking about.
And if you're by yourself a lot, we even have a low tide.
As we like to call that, Indiana swimming pools.
We actually call it night at the Gentleman's Club. It's mixed with little cotton candy in the back.
Thanks for listening. This has just been another episode of The Tailgate Show, brought to you by Magic Spoon.
The Tailgate Show, brought to you by HMD Studios.
HMD, the H stands for hiatus.
The Tailgate Show, brought to you by the Santa Claus.
Le Chante!
The Tailgate Show, brought to you by 41.5%.
Le Chanteur! Bobby Knight!
Teal Nation!
Sam Boy!